She hates cuddles. Hey gorgeous! Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're watching this, thank you so much for being here, because it's been a hot minute since I've been on YouTube. I thought it had been like a month or two, maybe, but then I looked and it had been like 6 months. Bit of a letdown from me, but I'm sure after this video you'll probably understand why, because I've been super busy, struggling with my mental health and just lots of other fun stuff. But I also thought I would answer some of your questions that you asked me in my question boxes on Instagram, because I never get a chance to answer them all. So I just thought it'd be really nice to kind of like sit down, have a girly chat and just answer some of the questions. Most of them are about like self-love and how to set boundaries and stuff. So I'll kind of go through a little bit about that today and just touch on that, because I feel like it's something you guys have been wanting from me, if you've been following me from the start, for years to properly talk about. And I don't really feel like you can get that messaging out properly like on Instagram. So grab yourself a cup of tea. It's quite hot out, so maybe just like a peach iced tea or a cold glass of water or something. I'm just gonna really quickly run you through like the last like 6 months. So obviously I had my surgery for endometriosis back in August, which was way more than 6 months ago, but I went on an amazing couple of trips after that at the back end of last year, one with Bryn and one with a couple of girlfriends, and it was just amazing. We went to Mallorca with Bryn, and then I went to Lanzarote with my 2 girlfriends, and I've vlogged the experience there as well. I just never got around to uploading it, so I will hopefully be uploading it like after this. I just wanted to kind of do a little get back into YouTube video like now and just clear my guilty conscience for not being here. Yeah, so I just wanted to kind of like quickly run you through. So obviously did the bow and tea shoots with Megan Grubb, and that was just epic. And I feel like I've really kind of come out of my shell a lot more since I did the first shoot back in November. And she called us back for the second shoot, which was really cool and really grateful. Went to her like launch event, which was like epic. And shortly after that, that was in January, my mental health just got really bad. I think it was like January, February time, and I don't think my mental health has ever been that bad. Like I felt like a heavy state of like paralysis. I felt I couldn't move, I couldn't get out of bed. And anyone who suffers with mental health will definitely know what I'm talking about, but it was a horrible time. I couldn't communicate with my family. I was just really toxic. Everything had to be a confrontation. Everything had to be like a debate. And I wasn't bringing positivity into anybody's life, especially like my own. I didn't know how to bring it. I didn't know how to show it. And I think because I'd done all of these amazing things at the back end of 2021 and the start of 2022, I think I just really crashed from a lot of it, and I didn't know how to like manage my emotions. I was like, oh yeah, this is amazing, living on such a high, and then just went poop. And my family dog almost passed away. She had to have like emergency surgery, and I feel like I kind of grieved for like 2 days, 3 days, even though she didn't pass away. Like it was really obviously still traumatizing. They're like little furry family member. Yeah, just a lot of kind of like this was happening, and I just didn't really feel mentally there. I struggled. I really struggled, and I wanted to talk about it properly. I kind of touched on it on Instagram, but I really wanted to talk about it properly like on here, because I know that so many of us suffer with mental health, and probably more so like after the pandemic has happened and stuff as well. Like a lot of us are still struggling to like navigate our emotions and our feelings and blah. It's important to talk about it, and it's always important to reach out. Like even if it's just, you know, answering one of my question boxes and saying that you're struggling, it's kind of physically writing out that you are struggling. It's like admitting it, and I think that's like a really good step to take. So don't ever battle things on your own, you know, always reach out to someone, family, friends, even support groups on Facebook. There's always going to be something that you're going to be able to turn to. Like I have been using TalkWorks, which is a mental health platform in like the UK. It's like a support group sort of thing, and I've been able to chat to someone and kind of like get things off my chest. And it is a free service, which I think is incredible, and it was just nice to have someone to like check in with. I'm not using it so much nowadays, but it's just been nice to have someone, like an appointment, to kind of go, hey, this is how I've been feeling, da, 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 da. And it just gets it off your chest. I feel sometimes when you harbour things in, it can get quite icky, so just always get things off your chest. Just make sure the people that you are speaking to are mentally capable to take that information on. You know, they might be in a bit of a vulnerable spot as well, so just always make sure, you know, whoever you're talking to are okay to receive the information, and just reach out when you can. I'll try and link some support groups and stuff below. Just, you're not alone, you're doing amazing, and just remember to schedule joy into your day. I know it sounds really silly and it's like, why would I schedule joy? But we forget to bring happiness into our life. We're scrolling on Instagram, scrolling on TikTok, and like we're numbing ourselves, and I'm so guilty of this. And just, you're like, oh yeah, I've got to do that thing, I've got to go and do something fun for 5 minutes, and it's just because it's scheduled, you won't forget, hopefully. But yeah, so that kind of like is how I've been feeling, and the last couple of months have been much better. I started working with Megan Grubb on her Beyond app, which has been incredible and been the best career opportunity ever. So I'm the new self-love guru and podcast host on there, which is amazing. And I've got loads of audios. I write the scripts for those audios and I record them. And those audios are there for people who use the app to refer back to whenever they want, which is really nice. We've got like different categories. So there's like a gym anxiety category, being kind to yourself category, and like the audios can range from like 15 seconds to 15 minutes, and it's just me speaking. Just hello, welcome to my voice. So lots of things have been happening. I'm feeling super grateful as well, and I have met so many lovely people doing the shoots for Megan, and just being surrounded by so many cool people. I've met some really lovely friends, and it's made me realise that I really want to go into plus size modelling and really bring my message that I bring on my socials into the modelling world as well. And I think it's something that I'm really trying to push for now. I've got a couple of calls this week, and I'm just not putting any pressure on myself, just seeing what happens, just being my authentic self, and I can't be any more than that, you know. So I will update you on that a little bit further down the line, but that is the sitch as of now. Yeah, it's been good, it's been busy. I really hope that you're okay as well, and I think it's just important to know that we can't do everything at once. Good things like come in good time, and if you're putting consistency and hard work in, they'll come. Oh, I love doing these YouTube videos. They're little pep talks, aren't they? Also, how cute is this picture of me and Bryn? Oh, that was when we were in Samoa. So cute. So I'm going to answer some of your questions from my little question box the other day. I think it was yesterday I put it on, and I just literally said, ask me anything. So these questions are going to be completely random, but there was so many that I couldn't answer, so I'm going to pick a couple and then you can listen away. Okay, so somebody asked, is it rude to ask the weight? Which is obviously just like asking my weight. And they said, when someone asks me, I answer immediately, but others get so mad. So I think it's really important to understand that every single person is different, and you have to be respectful of people's boundaries, and you have to be respectful of people's reasons why they don't want to necessarily disclose their weight. Even if you're feeling confident knowing your weight, somebody else might not feel confident knowing their weight, or even the subject of weight kind of being brought up is quite triggering for a lot of people, because I think a lot of people are starting to realise that their worth isn't attached to their weight. So when it's brought back up as kind of a prominent thing in a conversation, it can be quite triggering for a lot of people. There's so much about us, you know, that we're more than just our weight, we're more than just our looks and our beauty and our whatever. And you know, to solely focus on that. If it's the topic of conversation and you guys feel comfortable talking about it, absolutely. I don't feel comfortable talking about it, like about my weight or anyone's weight really, and it's just something that I have to try and set boundaries with. I would just say be respectful of however that person is like feeling, and yeah, that's it on that one. Okay, this amazing person has said, how do you become body confident? I'm feeling so down about how I look. Honestly, confidence is an attitude, is an absolute attitude. I felt when I was doing like my modelling shoots and stuff over the last kind of half a year, it's been such new territory for me, and I've been seeing myself in front of the camera, and I felt quite self-conscious, I'm not gonna lie, because I'm not holding that camera. I am not able to get myself in a position where I can alter things in terms of like the angle of my phone, or kind of like tilting things down or whatever. Like, it's not up to me, it's up to the photographer. So it's just been quite eye-opening for me to have that new experience. And I think it's important though, because life is that. Life is experiences, life is uneasy, life is raw. And I think putting ourselves into these new experiences, like wearing a bikini, wearing a crop top, showing your rolls, I just think they're all new experiences that bring all new feelings. Your insecurities don't define you, and understanding that you have them is awesome, but they don't define you. You know, sometimes insecurity is not going to go away, but it's just doing it anyway. And I said to myself, when I put on weight, the one thing I would do is always wear a bikini, no matter how self-conscious I felt. Even if I looked at myself after in those photos and thought, oh my God, I do not look the way I want to look, I still wore it. And it's just getting kind of over those hurdles and just not faking it till you make it, but also kind of, because you can't wait until you're a certain size to live life, you know. And I think it's really important. Grab life by the horns and just, don't know what this is, but this is life. Just do this. Yeah, there are so many questions about, you know, struggling to love yourself the way you are, and it's crushing you, and how do you do it? And it's just all relates back to that last one. You are not defined by your insecurities, and no matter how hard it is to kind of live life with them, it's still possible. And it might just feel like a little bit more hard work, but you can do it because the rewards are just incredible. Someone said, do you have a partner? If not, do you want to go on a date? Sir, you are very confident. I admire that, but no thank you very much. No thank you. Okay, what is something that you used to do as a kid that you still love doing? Singing. When the rain's blowing. No, I'm joking. But also not. I am obsessed with singing. I love it so much. And my best friend Claudia is just like my #1 hype girl. And she makes me send her so many videos of me singing, and she just loves it. So Claudia, if you're watching, hi. I will send you some more videos later, babes, I promise. Okay. Someone put, I like this question, best lunches like on the go. And they said they're going on a lot of work trips like soon, so they need like some inspiration. Honestly, like the plant-based section in Tesco's is insane. And if you've not come across Deliciously Ella yet, her baked cookies, I can't even deal. She's just brought out this like super green soup in like the ready meals section, and I love it. It's like £2.75, and it's just, I'm gonna be having it tonight. Hey Peaches, say to the camera, do you like the super green soup? I like the super green soup. Do you hate me? Yes. Say hello. Okay, bye-bye. Cat hair. I came to this like really lovely realization the other day that why am I being so hard on myself for putting on weight these last 2 years? And like food got me through. Like I could not have got through it without my cookies and my ice cream. That was the only thing that brought me joy. I couldn't go to the gym. My endometriosis was so bad. I was stuck in a top floor flat, and food got me through. Like, and why am I going to beat myself up for that? No, sis. Okay, I get this one so much, and it's tips for healthy hair. Please don't hate on me for saying this, but genuinely my hair is the best it's ever been since I went vegan. Like, and it's just personal experience. Doesn't have to be your experience. I'm sure there are people out there who have incredible hair and they're not vegan, but just my personal experience is just six plus years ago. I can't actually remember when I went vegan. It just grows like an insane amount. But Bryn is amazing, and he'll like just do a little plait in my hair every night because I'm very incapable. Or I'll do like my little buns. It's really important to kind of like sleep with something in my hair. So I will show you. So I just twist it round. And then I twist that, I make it like so it's nice and tight. And then I twist it round on itself like a little ballet bun. And then I kind of like keep twisting and tightening. Just not overly tight, but just so it's like secure enough. And, oh, I let go. And then as you kind of like come to the end, just like kind of keep twizzling and then put it in that little kind of like bun. And then I kind of like loosen it up so it's got a bit of a gap here. And then I like put a scrunchie around it like maybe 3 times. And in the morning that should kind of like whoop, and it should be like all nice and curly. But that's kind of a way that I help preserve like my hair. I'm trying to get better with it, and I'm trying to use oil. So I'm using the Olaplex oil. Do I have it here? I have it. This is the little oil I've been using, and I put it in after I've like brushed my hair, like once I've got out of the shower. Always start from the bottom, kids. Always start from the bottom. And then I put it kind of through, then as it dries with the oil. I know oil and water don't really mix, but it kind of like works for me. And then like the next day I'll brush it again in the morning and then put some of that oil through once I've taken my little... Yeah, those are kind of like the staples. Don't overcomplicate it. Just work on yourself from the inside out. Hydrate yourself, lots of colourful foods. And when you look after the inside, the outside tends to show. I hope that helps. Someone said, do you eat a vegan... Someone said, do you eat a vegan diet or just use vegan products? I am fully vegan. I'm also going to be going to vegan camp out this year. Let me know in the comments if any of you guys are heading to vegan camp out, because I will see you there. I met a couple of you last year and that was really fun. So if you're going, please let me know, because that'd be awesome. Okay, so someone said, I'm new to your page. Any fun facts about yourself for us newbies? If you watch my other YouTube videos, you'll probably know this, but me and my partner met doing Camp America. We travelled to loads of different places, so we started living together 2 months after meeting, and we met doing, like I said, Camp America, so we were like at camp all the time together. We lived in France, did a ski season in France for like 5 months. I'd never skied in my life. I kept falling on my back like a turtle and just could not get up, but I did it. And then we came home for 3 weeks, and then we went and did went back to camp as a couple in 2018, and then from there we travelled around. We did LA, San Diego, then went down to Hawaii, and that was just the best time of my entire life. And then from there we, like us and the like group of girls that we were travelling with, went to New Zealand, and then me and Bryn lived there for 1.5 years, and then we travelled around in a van for like 6 weeks at the end, and we called it Albie. It was just the best. We had like another little world trip plan, so we were going to go Fiji for a couple of days, and then Samoa for 2 weeks, and then back across to Hawaii to work for like 6 weeks in a hostel. And then we were going to go up to Canada, because like the visa, you're not allowed to kind of stay in the US over a certain amount of days. So we were going to leave and then come back and do Camp America again. And then from there we were going to go home, or come home to the UK for a bit, and then to Australia, and we were going to like start our life over there. COVID had other plans, so we ended up getting stuck in Samoa for 2.5 months and ended up coming back due to COVID. Australia was always the plan, and then Bryn really wanted to become a stuntman, so the UK is such an amazing place to learn to train, so he's doing all of that at the moment. I'm trying to get him to like vlog his experience, because I think it would be so cool and so helpful. So he's training to do that. He's doing like Muay Thai and high diving and rally racing and like gymnastics and rock climbing and just horse riding. There's so much stuff. So we're here doing that. I'm obviously working for Beyond and doing my socials and stuff, and just getting to talk to you amazing lot. So I feel like life has a funny way of working things out, but traveling is my thing. Like I cannot wait until Bryn has enough free time and I can go, and like this, we're talking like years down the line, but we can just buy a van, kit it out. We're trying to train Peaches on the harness so that we can like take her around Europe with us in the van. That's what I want. I just want to be with Bryn, traveling, living on the beach somewhere. So yeah. Also, someone else said, been engaged for 1 year, but he's still scared to tell his family. What do I do? Babe, that's really sad. You shouldn't be with someone who doesn't want to publicly show you off. That doesn't make sense to me. You should be with someone who appreciates you for you and wants to tell people that you're engaged. I hope you know your worth. I really hope you know your worth. Someone said, what mascara do you use? Your eyelashes always look amazing. And I'm luckily just blessed with really long eyelashes. My mum has incredible eyelashes, but they are really blonde. But this one that I use is the Big Lash from Revolution. I like a fat brush. Like that is chef's kiss for me. I always like my lashes a little bit thicker than like normal hygienic people have their lashes. I'm very unhygienic and kind of leave my mascara on a bit too long. I always kind of like let them go a little bit, not dry, but so they're still kind of wet. Then you like hold and then curl them up, and you hold that for like maybe 30 seconds, and then you kind of get that lash lift. Okay, last little question. You guys always ask me about my gym outfits because it's literally all I wear. I haven't actually shopped for my weight gain yet, and that's something I'm going to be documenting on here. because I feel like we always live in denial. Like if we put on weight, we're like, yeah, I'll lose it. Then you just end up keeping all the small clothes and ripping all the small clothes if we can even fit into them. And then we just end up living in baggy clothes or athleisure wear, and we don't really find our style. I'm gonna do some clothing hauls and for like plus size fashion. So I really hope that you guys enjoy that. My gym sets are either from, I've got some from Buff Bunny, which I love. Gymshark, I've got way too many Gymshark than I care to admit. This is Gymshark. Louis, obviously, it's just the best. It's actually my favourite ever gym set that I've actually worn. It's so, like, lightweight. Bow & T as well, but Gymshark mainly. Yeah, so I just thought we'd do like a couple of little Q&A questions because they're always fun. But just make sure you keep an eye out on my Insta stories because I will be asking for some more Q&A questions as well. I've written down all of the topics and stuff that you guys want me to go through on my channel, so I really hope that I can provide some insight for you and just give you the content that you want and deserve. Whether you're plus size or not, whether you have gained weight or not, or whether you're insecure or not, it doesn't matter. I just want this to be a safe space for you. So it's going to be lots of content coming your way. I'm just got to get used to carrying my camera around with me. I really hope that today you've just kind of enjoyed like listening to me again and just kind of like catching up. But I hope I can't see, but I hope I've not had anything stuck in my teeth. If I have, then you're welcome. But I just hope you have the most amazing day, and just remember that you are not defined by your insecurities. Moral of the story, you are not defined by your insecurities. You are just incredible and amazing and deserving of love, and I just hope that you know that. I love you, and thank you so much for watching my Get Back Into YouTube video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, and if you could also subscribe to my channel as well. I promise, it's not an empty promise, that there will be more content coming very soon. I love you so much.